I thought I would do a get ready with me live this morning. I know I talked about this in another video. I want to do more of these types of videos, but we had a little technical difficulty in the last one. So we are trying it again. I have a bunch of new products, almost a full face of new products. So let's just jump into it and we'll chit chat as we go. I have 4 items out of 15 that aren't new, but I'll explain those as I go. But they're still newer, but they're not a true first impression. So the first one is the Cover FX primer. I'm going to be using the gripping primer. This is newer to market. I have a very long day today, and I will be still wearing this makeup in front of clients in 14 hours. So I need this to last me a really long time. I have about a 12-hour work day today. So we're going to use everything we can to make this stay put. So I'm putting this mainly in the areas that I have wear issues, which is around my nose and around my mouth, because that's where the face moves the most. And also I have already primed my eyelids with my usual Essence I Heart Stage eyeshadow primer. Okay. We are going to be trying out the new BPH Opalescent eyeshadow palette. And then I also have a single from Kat Von D that we may not introduce into this look, just depending on how it goes. I'll be honest, when I first saw pictures of this palette, I was not interested at all. But then I saw a different picture. So I feel like the promo picture that BH shot makes it look warmer than it actually is. And then when I saw a different photo of it, I was like, oh, I am actually interested in that. So this is what it looks like. So you can see some good neutrals with a little bit of warmth and a couple purples in there. So this is right up my alley. I'm going to be working first with my Scott Barnes number 62. And I'm going to go into this top color Glitter and just set this on the brow bone. So I know the video that I tried explaining in this before was a couple months ago, and we had some camera and internet quality issues. So I figure people may not have made it through watching that one very long. So I may kind of re-explain. So I'm sorry if you've already heard this. Next, I'm going to go in with the color Dainty in the transition. And then so we don't have to stop, I'm probably going to be using a combination of just these real neutral browns to just work in the crease. So like I said previously, I haven't been creating a lot of content for YouTube only because I spent the last almost 2 years, year and a half, working on a Facebook group community and just community in general. So I've been creating a lot of content for that. And I feel like that's established and just kind of needs to take off on its own, as an admin, setting that up. There's a lot of just building and, creating content. And now we're having people more regularly post their own content. So I feel like I can step away from that a little bit. I mean, I'm still obviously active in that, but just not creating as much. And what I found was that I kind of avoided making YouTube content because I'm not that good at editing video. And I'm just going to admit that. And because I'm not good at it, and mainly probably because I'm not very experienced at it, then I just wanted to avoid doing it. I found myself not enjoying it. And I think I would enjoy it if I knew more what I was doing. And I understand I just need to take time and learn and grow in that area, and that, it's possible for me to do that. But in the meantime, I figured out that I really like live videos because that was really the best choice in the Facebook group. And so I was like, why don't I just do live videos on YouTube? I like being able to chat with you guys in the comments. I know a lot of times when I'm getting ready, it's really, really early in the morning, but a lot of times there's probably somebody up, and then you can also just keep this video up for people to view whenever they have a chance. So I just found that I like this format better. It makes the videos longer because I can't, you don't edit anything out. You just get it as it is. Switching colors here. And so we're going into Grace now. Probably going to go into Grace and Gorgeous. So I just found that this is just my preferred method. There will also still be edited videos, and hopefully my editing will improve over time. So I believe we hopefully got all the technical issues out. And so of course I decided that's what I want to do. And then we have technical issues, right? So I think I've figured all those out. So we should be able to have good quality, live videos. I am using a 1080p HD camera, so you guys should have good quality. And I've upped my internet speed to the fastest that I can get. So we should have no streaming issues now. So that's kind of about the videos. I am working on, if you guys want to join the Facebook group, please do. I think it's really fun. The reason it kind of got started is a lot of my friends personally that I know, like, in life, not friends on the internet, they really aren't into makeup or weren't into makeup. So they were not coming over to the YouTube platform to look at videos about how to do makeup. But they're already on Facebook, right? So then since they're in the group, it just shows up in their feed. And we started out with that group with really just breaking down, 101 basic makeup application, because I'm going to take a drink of coffee here. And if you guys notice something funny about my teeth, I do have aligners on. So anyway, so they, they're just already on Facebook on their day-to-day. They may not necessarily even be going over to YouTube, or if they are, they didn't have any beauty subscriptions in their feed. So it just wasn't something they were thinking about. And I got so many comments with doing the 101 videos about how, I was just never confident because I didn't really feel like I knew what I was doing. And, when I see people in person, they're like, I'm just wearing so much more makeup now because I feel more confident in what I'm doing. And so that was just really awesome for me. So I'm thinking about, because now some of those videos are pretty poor quality because they were at the beginning of me creating that group. I'm considering doing those more 101 videos over here on the YouTube platform. That is a closed Facebook group just for privacy reasons, so people can feel comfortable, chatting about whatever, and then, won't show up in their mom and dad or husband's, face group feed. So we have it closed for that reason. So I'm thinking about doing the 101 videos here on YouTube. So let me know what you think about that. So yeah, okay, I think we have that built up. I am probably just going to go in with Stunner. I want a little more depth. That's one thing I am noticing about this palette now, is that it's blending beautifully. I have been really impressed with the BH Cosmetics line lately, you guys. I feel like I tried it years ago and was just kind of like meh. But now I feel like they've really upped their game. So I will say I feel like this palette could maybe use one deeper, darker matte tone. Something that would be in this color, but this is a shimmer. Something like this in a matte would be appreciated, but that's okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to use a mix of Dazzle, Romance, and Star on the lid. So we're going to start with Dazzle. And this is what BH's chromes I feel are really nice, or metallics, I should say, not chromes. And we're just going to put that on the lid with the finger. When it comes to metallics in my eyelid, I really just do feel that the finger is the best choice. Okay, next I'm going to go into Romance, which is just a little bit more pink, and go a little bit over that and in just a little bit. So blending those together. These are just, they're soft. Okay, and then going into this bright color Star, and we're going to do that on the innermost corner. And that one, texture-wise, is not quite as soft as the other two. But yeah, that's a nice soft look. I am going to go in with a brush now. We're going to go into Sonia G Builder Pro. I'm going to go back into that star color. Just because my fingers don't fit everywhere perfectly there. And just see if we can even that out. And that's an application issue, not a shadow issue. My big fat fingers just don't want to get into that tiny corner. So there we go. The light must be catching more on the side. Yeah, it is. I think just a little bit more product. Okay, there we go. I have a brighter light coming this way, so you're seeing this one glow a little more. All right, I really don't think there's any need for this Kat Von D shadow. I'm pretty happy with the look. Just so you guys know, this is a I may use this in another video and save it. We'll see. This is a limited edition item. She came out with two of these. There's this one and then one that's more of a red tone. This is the cream foil longwear eyeshadow in silver chrome. And you guys, I swatched this in the store and it is gorgeous. But we're going to save this for a different day. So next item, I know there's probably a lot of videos going around on YouTube with this foundation right now, but I wanted to go ahead and give it a try today because like I said, I have a really, really long day and this promotes up to 24-hour wear. So we are going to be using the Urban Decay Stay Naked Foundation and Concealer. I literally just opened this box this morning. I've had it here a little bit. And while I thought the packaging looked really cool in photos, I'm actually a little disappointed in person. This is plastic. And this dents in and it's just a little awkward to hold. And I don't know. It looks pretty, but feel-wise, I'm a little disappointed in this. It does have a pump. And then because this dents in, you can see how much of this is just packaging, you know, like it's just waste. So I'm going to just be using a beauty blender and applying this to the base. So we're just going to build up. Since I'm not really sure this is supposed to be, you know, a higher coverage, we're just going to slowly add more product. Okay, I thought this was supposed to be higher coverage. This is not going on. Medium buildable. So it says flexible, breathable, real skin matte finish, medium buildable coverage, does not transfer, minimizes the appearance of pores, stay true color, waterproof, vegan formula, does not contain animal-derived ingredients or byproducts. And then Urban Decay is cruelty-free as well. Okay, so I was a little worried this was going to be too dark, but I don't think it's going to be. This is the color 20W. Y. Is that backwards for you guys? I don't know. I'm going to have to watch the playback. So this means 20 is the fair shade intensity. W is for warm master tone and Y is for yellow undertone. So that's one pump. And I feel like that's all it can cover. And it's actually, I thought I was pretty pale. This may actually be a little too light. I had a bronzer possibility laying here and I didn't think I was going to be able to use it, but it's looking like I can. I mean, it's not like too light, but it's definitely on the light side and lighter than I was expecting looking at the bottle. Like, see, I just feel like that the bottle is a little deceiving. That's okay. We're going to make it work. So unfortunately, like I said, these videos being live, I can't cut anything out. And, you know, obviously talking always makes makeup application go a little bit longer. So these live videos are always going to be a little longer. Honestly, I'd estimate most of them to take about, you know, around an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. But just, I hope you guys enjoy them, you know, hang out, chill, do your makeup alongside. That's why it's called a Get Ready With Me, you know, pull the video up when you sit down to do your makeup and let's just, you know, chat, do our makeup together. Even if you're not able to join live, just, you know, throw some comments in the comment section and let's have a conversation. I just think it's fun this way. So that last pump was not a full pump. I'm doing little partial pumps now just to cover the areas left. And I do have some texture around my nose right now. I just watched a video yesterday from Caroline. I always screw up her last name, Hirons. If you don't know who she is, you should go check her out over here on YouTube. She also has a blog. She is a skincare god. And I struggle with a lot of texture in this area. And she mentioned yesterday in her empty video, well, it wasn't yesterday. It was yesterday when I watched it. She mentioned in her empty videos that your toothpaste, there's an ingredient that's really common in toothpaste that can cause that. So I just bought a new toothpaste. It's SLS, if you're wondering. I forget what it stands for. Sodium. I will tell you the wrong ingredient, so we're just not even going to. But yeah, she was saying that there's that ingredient that can cause this. So I don't know if that's my particular case, but hey, a tube of toothpaste is pretty cheap, and if it clears up the issues that I have, to me it was worth trying. So I went and bought a new tube of toothpaste yesterday, and we're going to see if that helps. It may not be the only contributor, but even if it's partially contributing, that's just a really easy thing to fix. Okay. Yeah, this is quite light, but I'm okay with it. I mean, it's really not that far off from my skin tone. So we're just going to have to make sure to bronze and, definitely some blush to bring some color back into the face. So there's that. And then we're going to go in with the Stay Naked Correcting Concealer. And this is the same color, 20WY. But I will show you guys, while they have the same number, they are not the same color. So this is the foundation. And then there's the concealer. So while they, complement each other, I just want you guys to know, and I think it's because there are not as many concealer colors as there are foundation colors. They are not one for one. So if you think you're ordering the exact same shade, you are not. So we're just going to put this here and a little in here and blend those out. I'm really excited to be trying the Thrive Cosmetics Loose Powder next. That's what we're going to be setting with. I actually have also been enjoying the new Lawless Seal the Deal Loose Setting Powder. It's the Brightening Translucent. But I found, while that one looks gorgeous in like the lower under eye area, it's not helping with the creasing. My concealer is actually creasing with that one. So I think I'm going to have to figure out a combination to where I can use that one because it is beautiful. But find something that, or go back to using what I was using to actually set creasing wise with concealer. I always use my concealer. This is one of the reasons I do my eyeshadow first. I use my concealer to kind of cut and clean up the outside blending. Okay, I'm pretty happy with the coverage of this concealer so far, but this is my good eye. This is the eye with the extra darkness that always seems to peep through. So my right eye is always the one that tells us the real story. Just blending it out. And I do think they blend really well. It is just, the concealer is just a tad bit lighter than the foundation, but they blend well together. I think they're good complements. Okay. Let me take a look in my mirror close up. am feeling very pale right now, but I think that's because I normally go darker. That concealer is creasing a little bit already, but that's okay. We just need to set it. But I'm pretty happy with the coverage. It's definitely not full coverage concealer in my opinion. I am seeing some of my skin discoloration right here. I have some sunspots and some under eye darkness, and I am seeing those peeking through. So we're gonna set this with the Thrive Cosmetics. This is what the packaging looks like. It's sealed, and then this lifts up, and then you have a little net sifter. And just so you guys know, this is the Filtered Effects Soft Focus HD Setting Powder, Translucent Matte. I see HD. I need to check the ingredient deck. I think this is one that possibly I need to check the ingredients, could cause flashback with flash photography. We're just going to set the under eye. And I'm just using my beauty blender and shoving it in there. I have a question. Have you guys used the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh powder? This is a little one, but I also have a bigger one that just came in BoxyCharm. I want to know if you guys have successfully used and enjoy that powder. I think it's really unique, but when I set my under eyes with it the other day, it does darken my concealer just a little bit. And I'm just not sure. Like, I feel like it's one of those powders that probably has a really great specific use, and I just don't know, the use that it's best for. So I'm wondering how you guys use that, or if you guys have heard any tips on it that maybe you haven't tried yet yourself. Let me know, because I'm really curious how to best use that powder. Okay, so we have that set. And I do feel like it does have a little bit of color to it. And even as light as I am, it didn't darken the concealer or anything, but I do feel like it either has a little bit of color, a little coverage. I'm not sure, but I can see it a little bit, and I'm okay with that. It's not a bad thing. So yeah, we're trying that out. I think this could be good. I'm wondering if these two are going to be really good together. Okay, I do not have a new all over pressed face powder, so I'm going to be using my NYX No Filter. This is my all-time favorite powder. I do not understand why it's not talked about more. This is the color Medium Olive in 07. This is going to be a little dark, but I have others. I'm actually okay with it because I feel like I need to add some color back into my face. So this foundation was, like I said, much paler than I expected. So this is just going to add a little color in. And then I have a powder that I picked up when I was in Chicago in July that the tester on the display looked like it was like my skin color. And I flipped it over to make sure, because the name sounded funny to me. The name is Cafe Latte. I can't say it. I can't talk. It's too early. And I was like, that doesn't seem like a powder that would be my skin tone, because that's what it said on the plastic on the bottom, of the display. So I actually picked the pan up and flipped it over to check, and that's what it said. So I went ahead and bought it, and then got home and opened it. And yes, it most definitely is not like my, just all over face powder color. I think it's probably just been sitting on display so long that it has faded. So I was quite disappointed with that. This powder has definitely done its job. I feel a little more alive. It didn't darken it too much, but it just gave a little bit of more warmth to my skin. Okay, and then we are going to go ahead and go into this. By the way, I didn't tell you what brand this was. This is Vera Mona. I also picked up a concealer from them I'm going to try. But yeah, this clearly is not my face color. And in the store, this was like the same color as my skin. So, like I said, I think it's just been exposed to the showroom lights for so long that it just faded, I guess. And this does have like a little thing below. So I'm just going to use this. I didn't return it or anything. I didn't worry about it because I was just like, you know, this looks like a bronzer color. So I'll just try using it as a bronzer. So, but I was disappointed in that. Just when you think you're buying one thing, and I even stood there and questioned it and was like, that's an odd name for something my skin tone. Should have opened the box, but I hate doing that. But sometimes it's just necessary to open a box and not necessarily touch the pan of product, but just to lay eyes on it and take a look at it. So we're going to add a little there. We're going to add a little powder down the side of each side of the nose. Only have one nose on this face. Need to blend this out a little better. And then cheek. Yeah, this is a pretty bronzer, so I'm not mad with this. It just warms up the skin a touch. Okay, now sip of coffee because it's early. I'm running out. That's not good. Okay. Next product is not a new product. I've been using this for a little over a week now. This is the Honest Beauty Cream Cheek Blush in the color Coral Peach. And this is what it looks like. I bought this because Tati has been freaking raving about this. And then she did a follow-up video with, I always screw the Jessicas up. I believe it's Jessica Alba that owns this brand. She's the founder of this brand. I'm going to be using this Real Techniques brush that my cousin sent me. It's been working perfectly. The thing Tati raved about this is that this can go over powder even though it's a cream. And I was like, really? But yes. So I just stick this in here and this color is like perfect for me. I love this shade. And I just tap it on. So you can use it over powders, which I think is awesome. I mean, obviously you can use it under too, but if you forget, which I often do when I'm trying to use cream products, you can just go ahead and go on over with it. So I used this because I did a full face trial of clean, non-toxic beauty over in the Facebook group. So if that's something you're interested in, I just did that video last Saturday and tried a whole full face of lots of different brands that claim to be, you know, clean, non-toxic beauty, and just kind of chatted about that. There were some girls in the group that were just curious about, you know, that and products and all that. So I decided to take a peek into it, and I'm definitely not going like 100% clean, non-toxic beauty, but I think it's something interesting to explore. And so we just did a full face and did that little video over there. And I've been using this ever since because I do love it so much. And I didn't have another new blush to try today, so this works out. I can share the love about it with you guys too. So there's that. It's a little bright, but then we're going to put the highlight on top of it, so it'll work out. And if it was still too bright, you can just put a little face powder on top. Okay, next we are going to be trying the Juvia's Place, the Tribe Highlighter Volume 3. And this is what the packaging looks like. And this is the inside. And if you don't know, with Juvia's Place, they do, how do I say this properly? They do opposite of what is most typical with shades. So like their number 1 or 0 or whatever will be the darkest shade. And then as the number gets higher, it gets to be a lighter shade. So number 3, I think, is currently the lightest. And this is just a really pretty like champagne color in the pan. And I'm using the Sonia G Fan Pro brush, and I'm just going to put this on top of my cheek. Yes, that's very light and very shiny. Can you see that? So yeah, that's just going on top of that blush and blending it in a little bit. So that's set there. That's pretty. It's nice and shiny, but not ridiculous. I mean, it may be ridiculous for some. I do love some highlight, but I don't like it to go too extreme. Okay, so that is on. Okay, eyeliner. Should we do eyeliner? We're gonna do eyeliner. I'm a little scared to use the brow product that I picked up. So we're going to do eyeliner real quick, and I'm just going to be using the Ofra Liquid Liner Verified. Ofra came out with this. It's a pen style with the brush tip, and it's okay. I was excited when I saw that they came out with this because the brush tip pen style is my favorite. And I do really love Ofra, and I think they're kind of one of those brands that gets overlooked. Have a new foundation by them that I have not heard anyone talk about. Let me grab it real quick. It is the Ofra Absolute Cover Foundation, and it claims full coverage foundation made with silk peptides. It doesn't claim long wearing anywhere on here or anything, but if you guys are interested in that and you want to see a video on that, please let me know, and let me know what type of video. Do you want a first impressions? Do you want a full-on review? Let me know what you guys think. So anyways, I feel Ofra is often overlooked, even though I think they're a really great brand. I feel like they got a little more acknowledgement because Nikki Tutorials did her collab with them where she came out with some highlighters. So they're a little more mainstream and in Ulta now. But I still just don't feel like they're, or in some Ultas, they don't have like the full range. They just have like a few products. But I feel like they're underrated. That being said, this eyeliner, this is not the first time I've used this. While okay, I would pick it up again if like I went somewhere and they had it and I was needing one. But this is not an eyeliner that I'm going to go out of my way to like hunt down and get, because it's just okay. There's nothing like phenomenal about it, and I think there are more reasonably priced eyeliners that perform the same way. Application and all. So it's taking me a little longer to do my eyeliner because I permed my lashes, and so they're sticking straight up, and I'm kind of having to like weave in and out of them. So that's what's taking me a little bit longer. I think that's why eyeliner was always so easy for me, is my lashes just go flat, so they're not in my way at all. But man, you guys that have naturally curly eyelashes, I don't know how you ever learned to do eyeliner. Because it is tough to like weave in and out. This is where doing a live video is probably the least interesting because it's really hard to talk and do eyeliner. And it takes a lot of focus. Okay. On. Now we just need to check for evenness. The wings are pretty even. The inside, though, could use some help. Okay. Yep. Good enough. Okay. get that guy out of the way. While I'm thinking about it, I do want to go back into the eyeshadow palette now that we have the concealer on. And I was noticing in that giant magnified mirror, my skin is very dry under my eyes. So that's not going to be to the concealers today. I'm just going to take the Sonia G Pencil Pro and I'm going to go into this Mystic color and just smudge that underneath the lash line just to bring this look around the eye. And I typically only do that like, you know, half to 3/4 of the way. I don't take it all the way into the corner. Unless I'm doing like a really smoky eye look, but that is not today's look. Okay, that's done. And then brows. This is probably the product that I'm most terrified to use today. So this is the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Longwear Brow Kit. I think this is maybe their attempt at something like Wonder Brow. So you have this cap and it's got a brush. It's got, you know, teeth on one side and then like, you know, hairy bristle brush on the other. And it says to first comb the brow hairs up, which mine don't really comb up because I keep them trimmed pretty short. And then we're going to put this back on. And then you unscrew this, I guess, and it has a very Wonder Brow-ish looking cream brush brow product. So I got this in the color taupe, and I shouldn't have put the mirror up. I need the mirror again. And we're just going to lightly brush this in the brows. So luckily it is not, at least the taupe color, seems to be a little transparent, and I'm relieved for that. Like it's not, because it feels a little like goopy. I feel like it went on really thick. And I probably should have like wiped this brush off. I'm relieved that it's a little transparent. Let's see. And then it says after this that you're supposed to use the brush side. How does it word it? Blend. So you blend with the brush side. I'm hoping this removes some of the excess. I never could put Wonder Brow on, like the original Wonder Brow, with the brush that it came with. I always needed to use like a separate angled eye brush, and I feel like that may be the case with this as well. This does seem to be a little less opaque than the Wonder Brow, which I welcome because I always thought the Wonder Brow was, while a great idea and worked really well, it was a little much for me. So that's what that looks like. It's definitely for a bolder brow. Okay, I'm going to try to wipe some of this off more like on the edge here, which is going to make this bottle a mess. Maybe we should Q-tip or cotton ball this off the top. Maybe we'll just use a cotton ball. Yeah, we're just going to wipe some of this off. And then use it. I'm just going to go back, just try to get what like on the inside rim there. Yeah, less is more with this product for sure. So I recommend wiping it off and just slowly building up with more product. And this does definitely have a sheerness to it. And like I said, for me, that's very welcoming. But if you're looking for something that, you know, has like that really dark dip brow formula where you get a lot of pigment, this is definitely, I feel like, something that accents the brow hairs you already have. This is not going to help you draw in brow hairs that you don't have. I just stuck this all the way back in there. definitely wipe it off. I much prefer this eyebrow because it has a lot less product on it. But just for the sake of somewhat matching today, I'm going to build up a little bit more so I don't run around with two different colored eyebrows. And I would keep Q-tips handy if you're messy like me, because I definitely have gotten it a little too low in places. And it's good to just have a Q-tip to clean it up. And it wipes off pretty easily. So just do one of those and then you're good to go. Okay, that feels a little more even. This is not as scary as I thought it was going to be. And definitely the trick is I think definitely wipe the brush off before you put it on your eyebrows. Otherwise you're going to get too much, but overall I think it looks good. So we are going to just put on a lip gloss. This is the Tarte Lip Paint in the color Strike Gold. And I think I got this in some sort of subscription box or anything. Anyways, look at how pretty it is. Look at all those glitters. It's not focusing. So anyways, I want to see what this looks like. I'm probably going to have to put on a full-on lipstick later in the day, but it's just not going to last that long. So we're going to start with just a gloss today. It smells like cake. Okay, yeah, that's just a pretty little shimmer. I was thinking it's kind of brown. I was hoping it'd have a little bit more color, but it's pretty much just a sheer with glitter in it. But it smells good, and I think this would be a great topper over other lip colors. My lips have quite a bit color anyway, so I'm fine with the way this looks. But I definitely think it's meant to be a topper. Okay. I have mixed emotions. Like I said, I have a really long day today. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the Huda Beauty Resting Boss Face first, which is not brand new to me. And then I'm going to spot use this new to me, it's not new product, Catrice Illuminating Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. I think I'm going to go in this first, and I'm going to put this like on my cheekbones, like where I like it to look a little dewier. So let me know what kind of videos you guys are most interested in. I am definitely open to, whatever it is you guys are wanting to see. Oh, it didn't go. Whew. That one has like a smell that when it goes up your nose, it kind of stings. That is not, to me, an everyday setting spray, but it everyone says it has a really good performance, so it's worth on special occasions getting over the scent for a minute. Definitely one of those you want to hold your breath for a while. Okay, so and then and I know I haven't done mascara yet. I like to do my mascara after my setting spray so it doesn't cause any transfer. And then I'm just gonna do this and put this just on the cheekbone. Okay, while we let that dry. So like I was saying, please let me know if you guys have any videos you want to see. Let me know what you think about me recreating the 101 series over here. Something is dripping. That dewy is sliding down my face. Can you see that? I put way too much on, and I really hope that doesn't mess up my foundation. We'll see. So yeah, let me know what you think about, things always change. So and like I said, I did the first video like 2 years ago, so I definitely probably have some new tips and tricks. So if you guys want to see the 101 video here, I've copied a couple of them over here from the Facebook group, but maybe we would just want to do them all over again here on YouTube. So let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know if you have any other videos you want to see. And then I also want to let you guys know, as we let this dry, that I am redoing the website. So the website, I can't take this dripping. It feels like I'm crying. I'm just going to take my sponge, and I hope I don't regret this, and just try to kind of blend that in. Hopefully that didn't screw anything up. I am redoing the website. I used to have the website set up just for my makeup artistry, and I've decided to change that, and I'm literally doing it myself. I wouldn't recommend going to it today because I'm in the middle of editing it and it's a hot mess right now. But like it doesn't even look like a functioning website if you went to it today. But I want to make it more of like a central hub for the Belvedere Beauties community. So you guys here on YouTube, people over on Instagram, people over on Facebook, not that you can't follow everywhere individually. Some people just, are on one social media platform more than others. And I didn't tell you what mascara we're using. We're using the Milani Highly Rated 10-in-1 Volume Mascara. So this is the box. I had to tear it a little bit to get the product out. And this is the mascara. So like I said, we're redoing that website. I'm redoing that website myself. I would have hired someone like I've done in the past, but I've gotten screwed over with that in the past. So I just decided to do it myself, make it a labor of love. So I kind of want one central hub that if you guys wanted to be able to go to one spot and kind of find everything, it'll be a place I can put links. Yeah, just I'm not quite sure what it is going to be exactly. So I'm working on that. One thing I do know is I'm trying to figure it out. And that's where if you went today, you'd be like, I'm supposed to be able to link all of the social medias there. So if I can figure it out, there's going to be a page where you're going to be able to see everything I've posted across social media in one spot, and it'll tell you like where it is. So if the last thing I posted was a YouTube video, that's going to be first. And if an hour ago I posted an Instagram post, that's going to be next. So you would be able to see all of my content regardless of platform in one spot. That is like my main goal. I don't know, that may not be useful to you guys at all. I have purchased the thing that is supposed to do that, but I have not been able to figure it out how to link anything in other than Instagram. So I've gotten the Instagram up. It is up there, but obviously you can just go to Instagram if you want to see my Instagram feed. I'm having trouble. I keep getting errors whenever I try to add anything else, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. So I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get that working. I hope we do, because that's like, to me, that's one of the most exciting things. But what I really wanted to say, the reason I got off on that tangent is I want to know what you guys want to see on that website. Like, if you had a website that was a community where people could just go and have all things like beauty, lifestyle, fashion, what would you guys like to see? I may have to get a web designer involved. I may not be able to know how to do it myself, and it may take me time, but I'm just curious, like, what on other websites do you see in love or wish was improved, or just complete imagination? You've never seen it and you're like, it would be a really good idea if there was a website that had whatever. Let me know what that looks like to you guys. Because we're just kind of creating it from scratch, and I just really want to make it, I already owned the domain. So I just want to make it something useful to you guys, because I'm not practicing in makeup artistry as much. I'm still doing it a little bit, but I'm focusing more on sharing with a broader audience across the internet of, you guys being able to do your own makeup, because you can't have a makeup artist come do your makeup every day. And, I want you guys to be able to create your own looks. Okay, I like this mascara. It is a drier formula and brush, which I was surprised. Oh, the more I dip it in, maybe not. I was really liking for a mascara that said it was volumizing. Yeah, no, still. It's a little bit drier formula, which I really like. Can you guys see? My lashes are permed right now, so that's why they really stand up. And I did get a little bit over there. Can you see a little dot? But that's not bad. So a little Q-tip will fix that. And then I think we're done. So yeah, if you watched this video, if you've made it to this point, please leave me a comment below with either a video you would like to see or something you would like to see on the website. And I would really, really appreciate it. And we are done. Full face of makeup. So yeah, I have to work a very long day today. I have to go get dressed now. Like dressed for work. I'm obviously dressed. And yeah, I think I'm really happy with everything I tried today. With this, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to follow up with you guys in the comments. My skin is really, really dry right now. And this is a matte formula. It said it was a matte formula, so I'm not surprised by that. But it's really accentuating some of the dryness, what I'm not too thrilled about. And I was a little shocked with how light it was, but we were able to fix that. I need to go fix these little runs on my face. But yeah, I think I'm happy with everything. Yeah, there's not one thing that I'm like, I won't be using that again. Nope. Yep, all good. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. This is like the surprising thing that I was afraid of, but I actually really like. So in this highlight with that setting, that dewy setting spray on top is gorgeous. So, okay. Well, I hope you guys have a fabulous day. This video is long enough, and I will talk to you guys later. And leave me comments below. Come join the Facebook group. I'm all across social media. Instagram, I'm on. Twitter, I'm on, but I'm really bad at posting. So I need to improve on that. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a fabulous day. Bye.